Yo, okay. Yesterday I went to see my first Scream Unseen of 2025, and there was a lot of back and forth. You know, some people thought it would be Hard Eyes, other people thought it would be Companion, some even thought it would be The Monkey. It was Companion. Now, I'm not mad that it was Companion. It's just I already have my tickets to see it for Thursday in IMAX. So I would have preferred to see it for the first time in IMAX. But to be honest with you, the crowd that I had last night they was really into it. They was laughing and cheering and all that shit. So, it's fine. But yeah, it was Companion. So today I'm gonna be doing my review. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I was kind of tired, so I was like, Now I did get to see this with my mom, which was great because me and her haven't had a solo movie. We haven't seen a movie together in a while, so this was nice. And she also, the last time me and her did a Scream Unseen was last year in February, and it was for Lisa Frankenstein. So this is in kind of the same realm as Lisa Frankenstein, just a little more extreme. Now, as for Companion, the cast is Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid. Sophie Thatcher, she's an amazing actress. She was in Heretic, which I do have a review for. Go check that out. And Jack Quaid, who was in Richie in Scream 5. He has an upcoming movie in March called Novocaine, and he's obviously Huey in The Boys. So, and then some others. The guy who voiced I forgot, but the dog from the second Puss in Boots movie, he's in here. Lucas Gage, I think. He was in quite a few things actually. He was in Smile 2. He was the first kill. Well, not the first kill, but the one that passes it on to the main character, the curse. He was also in You, season 4. And I remember seeing him in a couple other things. It's just not coming to my mind right now. And then we have, I don't know her name, but I know her character's name, the girl who plays Kat. She was in 2023's It Lives Inside. She was the main character in that movie. She's good in that, and she's even better in this. I definitely want to see more of her for sure. That's it, I think. And then there's this Russian guy named Sergey. He was funny, even though his character is a piece of shit. So, all right, let's get into it. Companion. Now, this movie, considering that it was a Scream Unseen, I don't really think this fits the category of Scream Unseen. I would say this is more of a dark romantic comedy. There's much more comedy than I anticipated. Not a bad thing, obviously. I enjoy, when movies don't take themselves too seriously. But I will say though, for a majority of the movie, everybody was laughing at all the jokes, everything. But there's this one scene in particular that I found funny because I don't usually find traditional things funny. I usually find weird shit funny. So there's this scene where Iris, played by Sophie Thatcher, she is running to this car. She gets in the car. Jack Quaid is who plays Josh. I'm just gonna say the character's name so I don't confuse anyone. So Josh, he's chasing Iris, right? She gets in the car. He puts his hand out, and she closes the car door on his hand. And for some reason, I found that shit so damn funny. I literally bursted out laughing, and the whole theater was silent. The whole theater, silent. So they probably thought I was crazy, because I laughed at, I don't know, it was just the way he got his shit caught in the door, and the fact that the movie itself, it was just silent afterwards, and the audience was silent. I just found that shit mad funny, all right, bro? And, my mom found it funny, too. She laughed. Me and her were the only two that laughed at that part while it was dead silent. I don't care. It was funny. But let's get into the plot. The ins and outs, the main shit. So, Iris, she's dating this guy named Josh. And they're heading out to Josh's friend's lake house. It's a very nice but isolated area. Iris is a little weird. She really loves Josh. She's really infatuated with that nigga. It's maybe a little too much. And Josh, he comes off fine at first, but you slowly realize that this guy is a bit of an incel. So they get to the house, they're chilling, they introduce all the characters. Kat, she's like the bitchy one. Eli, he's the adorable gay one. Patrick, he's Eli's boyfriend. He's a bit more timid. And then we have Sergey the Russian, who's just, his whole personality is just him being Russian. And that essentially makes up the cast. So it's all normal at first, they're partying, this, that, and the third, Iris is getting adjusted to things. And then the next day, Iris goes out to the lake to sit by the beach, or, the lake, that sand area. Sergey comes and he tries to force himself onto her, and she ends up killing the nigga. She goes back to the house, everybody's flipping out, and she starts fucking tweaking, saying, oh my god, he attacked me, this, that, and the third. We keep cutting back and forth from her talking to Josh and us actually seeing what happened. And then out of nowhere, this nigga says, Iris, go to sleep. And then she turns off, and it's revealed that she's a robot. Now, that would have been such a great reveal if the trailer had revealed it beforehand. Honestly, bro, I blame the studio. To be honest, the first trailer that they released, the movie would have been fine if they just had that trailer. That trailer alone, that first teaser trailer, that sold me. And I'm pretty sure that sold a whole lot of other people. We did not need a second trailer revealing that she was a robot. That completely messes everything up. Because that first trailer, it was perfect. You had no idea what the fuck was going on, but it was straight chaos, and it left you intrigued, wanting to know more. And then the second trailer just drops the ball, bro. So can we just, the studios out there that make trailers, stop fucking spoiling the good shit in the trailer, please. Let us figure it out. Damn. Let us figure it out. Because that was a really good reveal in the movie when it happens. But it's just, since everybody and their mother knows that she's already a damn robot going into the movie, when it happens, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, she's a robot. It would have been much more effective if the trailer hadn't revealed it. Just saying. But yeah, Iris is a robot. She's, to be specific, she's like a companion. That's why the movie's called Companion. And also, this movie is produced by the people who made Barbarian. And I can see the comparison to this and Barbarian. Because, you think it's going to go one way, but then it goes a whole other way. And then there's a lot of twists and turns. Now, the thing that Barbarian did better is the fact that they didn't reveal what the fuck was going on in the trailer. They actually left you intrigued. So, there's people that love and hate Barbarian. I'm in the spectrum that I actually really enjoy Barbarian. But I enjoyed it because I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. You get it, So, yeah. But, yeah, Iris is a robot. Josh rents her. She's a rental. He didn't even buy her. She's a companion robot. Essentially, they're just there. It's a sex bot. That's it. And Iris starts tweaking because she's like, oh, but we met. No. Essentially, it's a program. They scan, when they get the bots, they scan the face, and then the people get to choose what scenario and what area they meet the person, and then they turn on, and then they're already attached to that person, essentially. I hope I explained that right. But it's essentially a fake scenario, so the bot thinks that it was real. And the bots themselves, they think they're real. They don't know that they're robots. So there's that. Now, what I will say is this movie, it's not too far off from the future. Like, I can see this being a thing in a couple years, which is very concerning, but we're not going to get into that right now. But yeah, Iris is a sex bot, but she's not your typical sex bot, because this nigga Josh, he's a little bit of a hacker, a little bit. He added some modifications to Iris, so she can do things that they're not programmed to do, like kill people, or cause harm to people. Their aggression, all that stuff. So it turns out that Josh and Kat, they planned to have Iris kill Sergey so that they could take his money. And essentially, he has $12 million in cash. Josh and Kat wanted it, and they brought Eli along, so that Eli and Patrick, so that they could be accomplices. And it turns out that Patrick is also a companion robot, which was a big shocker to me. I wasn't expecting that. You know why I wasn't expecting that? Because they didn't reveal it in the fucking trailer. So that was a good, nice surprise that Patrick is also a robot. Patrick knows he's a robot, but he's all right with it. He loves Eli a lot. So yeah, Iris finds out that Josh has been playing her. She escapes, leaves, and essentially on Josh's phone, it has all the controls, like different languages, different tones and voice, eye color, intelligence. She gets his phone. She's able to, edit herself, give herself 100% intelligence. And then chaos ensues. Eli and Patrick, they go to track Iris down. And during that moment, they have a really heartfelt conversation. And at first, I thought, where the fuck is this going? It comes back later. Patrick explains what his feelings towards Eli feels like, and it's a very good performance from Lucas there. He really sold that shit. And then Iris, mind you, while they're having a conversation, they drop the ball. Iris is like not too far off. She hears everything. And then Josh's phone goes off in her pocket. They find out Eli and Patrick start chasing her. Patrick jumps on Iris. They have a little scuffle, and she ends up shooting Eli, and he dies. And Patrick is left distraught. Following that, we cut back to that scene that I found very funny when Iris slams the door on Josh's hand, and then she gets in the car and drives away. Then Josh doubles back, and 1 second, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Not looking at the camera. Nice. That's my dog, Emma, who was barking a few seconds ago. I want to be in the video. It's my dog. So yeah, where was I? So she drives off, or the car drives her off. Josh goes back to Patrick, and he puts the mod thing in his phone, and he resets Patrick, and he turns his aggression all the way up. So now Patrick is in love with Josh, and he's after Iris. So Josh reports that the car is stolen. The car stops, and then a cop pulls up. And then Iris, she changes her setting, because, by the way, these companions, they can't lie. So she changes her settings to a different language, to German. And the cop was pretty funny. He had the whole interaction with her, and the cop was gold. The cop had no fucking idea what was going on, because she was straight up speaking German. But then he eventually sees the knife in her car. He puts her in handcuffs, and Patrick is right behind them. The cop tries to stop Patrick. The nigga Patrick grabs the gun and just starts wailing on this nigga's face. He just beats this nigga with the gun multiple times until his nose is just caved into his face. In terms of the kills, that was probably the best kill in the movie, and the most, that was pretty gnarly. I enjoyed that. Patrick, shuts off Iris. They go back to the house. Patrick brings the cop he takes a cop car, puts the cop in the trunk. Kat sees that shit and she's like, nope, I'm done. She takes her money, she tries to leave. Throughout the movie, Josh just reveals himself to be more and more of a fucking loser. He tells Patrick to stop Kat without knowing that Patrick's aggression level is at fucking 100. So Patrick ends up stabbing Kat in the back and she bleeds out and dies. Now, he turns Iris back on. They're at the dinner table. As the people who watch the trailer, that scene where she's holding her hand out and it's being burned. That's that scene. And Josh and Iris, they're just going back and forth. And Josh, this nigga, he wants to be the victim so damn bad, it's insane. He starts complaining and whining, saying, oh, things don't work out for guys like me, that's not the third. And then Iris, considering that, she has 100% intelligence, she just fucking flames that nigga and calls him essentially a little bitch. Josh doesn't take too kindly to that, so he puts her intelligence level at 0, makes her burn her hand, and then makes her shoot herself in the head. And then he has the bright idea to call the company that, makes the companion bots, and they drop a bombshell on this. And I'm not gonna lie, at first when she shot herself in the head, I genuinely thought that was the end of the movie. Because sometimes, I think, are they gonna go that route where they have the villain win? But they didn't. So these two workers show up. One of them is named Teddy, the other one has a beard. And they're like, yo, so he explains everything that happened, says, oh, Iris went AWOL, this, that, and the third. The dude with the beard is like, all right, we're gonna check the footage to make sure everything is good. And he was like, oh yeah, it's in the user agreement, everything the companion sees and hears is recorded. You can see in Josh's face that he's literally shitting his pants. So they take Iris, put her in the trunk, put her in the back, to reset her. Because all the stuff in the head is not all that important. It's the stuff like towards the stomach area. That's the important shit. So as long as that doesn't get damaged, she's good. So Iris is getting powered back up, and Josh sends Patrick outside to kill the two people. Patrick ends up killing the guy with the beard. Teddy gets away. He runs into the woods, and then Iris comes too. Teddy is being choked out, and then Iris tries to stop Patrick, but her settings got, reset, so there's no mods anymore, so she can't harm people. And then Patrick takes this electric thing, and he's attempting to end Iris, essentially, but she gets him in the field. She explains, like I said, the scene before where Patrick was explaining his feelings towards Eli. She repeats she says, oh, I feel those things too for Josh. And then she helps Patrick remember Eli, that Eli is his true love, not Josh. Patrick comes to and then kills himself immediately afterwards. So there's that. It was a heartfelt moment. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty heartfelt when Patrick comes to and realizes, oh yeah, Eli, he's my true love, Then he just ends himself, and it was a pretty epic way to go out. He shocks himself in the mouth, and yeah, that looked weird. I'm sorry. And then Teddy, alive but traumatized, he's like, thank you, Iris. And then Iris is like, yo, Teddy, I got an idea. Iris goes back to the house. Josh is alone. He's just, this nigga's down bad, bro. This nigga's, he's cooked. Iris goes in the house and she's like, I have full control now. Teddy gave me full control of my body, so you're fucked. She points the gun at Josh, and then Josh tries to manipulate her again, saying, oh, but you love me, so you won't kill me. They get into a little scuffle. And Josh, man, Jack Quaid sells the hell out of this performance of just a straight up incel. Because Josh, he thoroughly, the more he talks, the more screen time he has, the worse he gets as a person. And by the end of the movie, you're just fucking done. You just want the nigga to get got. You know what I'm saying? Iris finally, at the end, Iris finally kills him. She sticks this thing and it drills into this dude's head and he dies. Thank heavens. And then she leaves. She has full control over her body. She pieces out. She takes the money. And she lives happily ever after. And so does Teddy. So there's that. That was Companion. I essentially just explained the whole movie in what was supposed to be a quick summary. I'm sorry. But overall, I really enjoyed Companion. You know, it's because I've only seen 2 movies this year. I've seen Companion and Wolfman. So definitely Companion is my number 1 so far. I will be seeing it again on Thursday in IMAX. So I'm pumped for that. Oh, excuse me. And overall, it was a fun time. You know, the crowd enjoyed it. Ooh, man, I enjoyed it. My mom enjoyed it. You know, it was more for her than it was for me because, you know, I was already planning on seeing it anyways. So it was more for her. And I do get the message that they were trying to throw at us. You know, I get it. You know, there's some of these guys out here, they're some bitch ass niggas. But it's all right. It's okay. I get the message. You know, I understand. And overall, you know, I had a fun time. You know, I'm obviously going to be seeing it again. Do I think this movie will stay at the number 1 spot? No. I do think that the upcoming movies for the rest of the year will be much more, you know, as a horror movie, this isn't really a good horror movie, but like I said, this is a very good dark romantic comedy. If I had to describe this movie, dark romantic comedy. So, yeah. But Companion was a fun ride. Again, all the performances, amazing. Jack Quaid, amazing. Sophie Thatcher, whoo, amazing. What I will say though, I still think that my favorite performance from her is still from Heretic, Sister Barnes. That's still my favorite character that she's played. But Iris is a good runner-up. For sure. And, you know, I'm excited to see what Sophie does next. You know, she's an amazing actress. And, yeah, she should be in Scream 7. But I doubt she will be. So there's that. And Jack Quaid, you know, I will be seeing him in Novocaine, where he's not playing a dickhead. He's playing the main character who can't feel pain. So there's that. But my next movie review will be for Hard Eyes. I'm going to be seeing it February 6th. So I'll probably make a review on February 7th for Hard Eyes. And Hard Eyes, I am very excited for Hard Eyes. It's giving like Thanksgiving, but for Valentine's Day. Like a mix of Thanksgiving and Scream. And Mason Gooding is in it, who was obviously Chad from Scream 5, 6, and soon to be 7, and obviously Richie was in Scream 5. So yeah, man, that's it. That was my review for Companion. Definitely go give it a watch. I'm very glad that I got to see it early. And I will be seeing it again, obviously. And yeah, that's it. I don't know when my next video is going to be, but you know, when I'm called to do it, I'll do it. All right, man. I'm the hero light legend of this world, Tyree Figueroa, signing out. Peace.